October is here. Time for tricks and treats. And by treats, I mean Switch games. And tricks would be me tricking you to hitting the like button? I don't know. October is packed to the brim with Switch games to choose from. Thankfully, I'm here to tell you about 10 games you can get in October on the Nintendo Switch. Here are 10 Switch games coming out in the spooky month of October. Starting with a cozy game that'll stick to you like glue, a Tiny Sticker Tale. In the world of Tiny Sticker Tale, you interact with talking animals, along with magical stickers. You play as Flynn the donkey as you travel around Figurai Island and help the inhabitants with your magical sticker book. It's a cozy experience where you find stickers and try to use them to solve individual puzzles by placing them all around the setting. Use them to change the time of day, interact with other objects, take care of quests for others, and more. The game looks adorable and the NPCs look just as cute as you decorate your sticker island however you like. And of course, there's tons of stickers to collect. I backed this game back when it was on Kickstarter, and it was worth the investment, as I also tried the demo and I really enjoyed it and all the fun ways that I was able to use stickers to make things happen. And it made me look forward to the official release. Well, that official release is now, and I truly cannot wait to play it. Tiny Sticker Tale is available on Nintendo Switch October 4th. Sail through the ice with this gritty and tense adventure. Next up, The Pale Beyond. Surviving the frozen wasteland, making sure you and your crew are alive. This is the goal of The Pale Beyond. A ship known as the Viscount sailed through the Pale Passage, never to return. And it's now up to another ship, the Temperance, to make their way and find answers on what happened to the missing vessel. However, things take a turn for the worst, and you're lost in the cold, and the captain is missing. And it's up to you, the player, to lead. Take care of the crew, call the shots, manage your resources, boost morale, make sure everyone is alive and on your side. Otherwise, a crew can vote to have a mutiny, and you're as good as gone, and everyone is good as dead. Every decision you make matters, as it can mean the difference between staying alive in this cold, unforgiving game, or the sweet release of death. So make every moment count. This game looks really gritty and very impressive. I love the art and the dialogue based on the trailer, and I adore how it seems like it's not afraid to make you feel stranded and helpless. Something you would feel in a desperate journey like this. It seems like such an intense resource management game that will present quite a challenge, and I really, really want to give it a shot. And you should too! The Pale Beyond releases on Switch October 6th. Get your detective glasses on and your coffee ready for the next game, Detective Pikachu. Our favorite coffee-addicted talking Pikachu returns in their newest entry to the Nintendo Switch. Detective Pikachu and his assistant, Tim Goodman, must work together to solve all the mysteries that are happening in Rhyme City, and finding out what's going on to the Pokemon around the area. Use Pikachu to talk to other Pokemon in order to hear their accounts of the story, investigate areas to find clues, and even team up with partner Pokemon, such as riding Growlithe and using their sense of smell. There's even a coffee house where you can hang out in, interact with other Pokemon, and where Detective Pikachu will have way too much tapioca. This game is not the highest one I'm looking forward to. It doesn't look the best, it honestly seems kinda rushed with the graphical department, but the game still might be fun for those who want to try Detective Pikachu, or are fans of Pokemon in general, or even fans of the movie with Ryan Reynolds. It seems like it has a decent story, and the voice of Pikachu and his caffeine-loving ways seems funny enough. It might be worth a shot, and I honestly might cover the game in the future. Let me know if you want me to go in depth about it. Get ready to solve the mysteries in Detective Pikachu Returns on October 6th. Ready to play as the Dark Knight! Sorry, I had something in my throat there. Batman Arkham Trilogy. The dark and gritty trilogy based on the DC comics finally makes its way to Nintendo Switch. Enjoy Batman Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and Arkham Knight as you play as the Bat himself, solving all crime over Gotham, and dealing with the classic DC villains we all know and love, like Joker, Two-Face, the Riddler, Poison Ivy, and more. Fight with the advanced combat, use all sorts of Bat-themed gadgets, and experience the story of all 3 games and the DLC all in one collection. As someone who has never played any of the Batman games, but sort of always wanted to, I've had a soft spot for the franchise. The voice work is fabulous, featuring Mark Hamill as the Joker, and the late Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, as the Bat himself, along with other performances from the animated series, which I grew up with. It's such a great way to get introduced to these games, and I'm so glad that Switch players can finally experience them, not a cloud version of the game. If you want to become the Dark Knight himself, play Batman Arkham Trilogy on October 13th. Looks like now you gotta go fast with the blue blur. Sonic Superstars. Looks like Sonic the Hedgehog is returning for another 2D adventure with Sonic Superstars. Well, sort of 2D. It's the classic side-scrolling gameplay with a new 3D coat of paint. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy must work together to gather new Chaos Emeralds and stop Dr. Eggman and new villains. The new game promises not only more fleshed out versions of old levels, but brand new beautiful levels of the North Star Islands to run around in. You also get new power-up abilities, such as multiplying, swimming up waterfalls, slowing down time, and more to help you on your adventure. The big selling point is that you can play as any of the main four and use their special skills. Or you can have all of them with 4-player local co-op. The game looks fun and entertaining and seems like a nice reimagining of the classic Sonic games. I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic the Hedgehog and his friends, but it's hard to deny, this game looks like a lot of speedy fun. And I know fans of the classic games are sure to love this return to form. Sonic Superstars releases on Switch October 17th. Gargoyles are scary, right? That works for Halloween. Gargoyles Remastered. The 90s classic platformer featuring the characters from Disney's series Gargoyles is being remastered on the Nintendo Switch. You play as Goliath, leader of the Gargoyles, in levels from the show, fighting the evil Eye of Odin and his forces. Use stone-crushing strength, climb through towers, glide with your wings, and all sorts of other gargoyle powers to fight your enemies and do what you have to against the forces of evil. You were able to switch from the classic retro graphics to the modernized, restyled animated sprites that look just like the TV show. It also has a rewind feature just in case you mess up and want to try it again, and other conveniences. You even have a remastered soundtrack to go with the new visuals. It's a nice modernized version of a cool Disney game. Gargoyles is also something I never really grew up with or watched, nor did I play the original game, but this does seem like a faithful recreation of the game. It's awesome to see a show from a long time ago that not a lot of people talk about get so much love in 2023, and have so much polish for the game as well. It makes me want to try the game no matter how difficult it may be, and even watch the show for that matter. Fly high as you try out Gargoyles Remastered on October 19th. And now for the most wonderful entry on this list, and possibly the trippiest, Super Mario Wonder. The next 2D Mario is one that so many of us are looking forward to. Mario and friends make their way to the Flower Kingdom and must stop Bowser after he stole the Wonder Shroom and turned into a fortress. Like I said, this game is weird. You must go from level to level exploring all 7 areas of the kingdom, all while running into new enemies, happy talking flowers, and collecting Wonder Seeds. This isn't your average 2D Mario, as there are a lot of new things that make this entry stand out. Like the new art style that really contrasts previous 2D Mario games, the acapella and bouncy music, and the Wonder Shroom, a mushroom at each level where anything can happen. Levels can change, you can transform into different creatures and objects, get new power-ups, the environment gets all crazy, you never know. You also have new power-ups like the Elephant Mushroom where you turn into an elephant, the Drill Shroom where you can dig and drill, and the Bubble Shroom where you can put yourself into a bubble to get around areas. Combined with being able to play as Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Toads, Toadette, 4 different Yoshis, and Nabbit, you are on your way to a brand new adventure. I am extremely excited for this game, and this is honestly the most excited I've ever been for a 2D Mario. It just breaks so many rules of the new Super Mario Bros. Formula, and it's so weird and fun, it seems like it's going to be a system seller for the Nintendo Switch. Start your wonderful adventure with Super Mario Wonder October 20th.
Otacon, there's a bald guy talking about Nintendo Switch games. I think he's going on about the Metal Gear Solid collection.
I hate it when I hear imaginary voices. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1.
Does he always act like such a dork?
3 Metal Gear games are now in one collection for the Nintendo Switch. You can now play the original Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 2, and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, all in one collection. Each game is in its classic version for you to play completely on the go, in any order you like. You also get the NES Metal Gear along with Snake's Revenge, so 5 games in one collection. The collection will also feature art, some graphic novels, and a digital soundtrack. All good stuff for Metal Gear fans. Again, I hate to repeat myself, but I'm not too into this franchise. But for fans of the series, or those looking to get into the games for the first time, this may not be a bad way to do it. A part of me does wish the GameCube version of Metal Gear Solid 1, Twin Snakes, was the playable version, but I can understand why fans who would want the original are getting the original. It's the best way to play it on the Switch, and again, you can get all the games if you want. Or you could buy them separately on the eShop if you want. But I'd say just get all 3 if you can. Why not? I might even pick it up myself while hiding in a box. Sneak your way with the Metal Gear Solid collection on October 24th. Want the mechanics of Portal and teleporting but in a 2D side-scroller? How about you try Swapshot? Imagine a 2D sprite game, but instead of shooting things to defeat enemies, you shoot things to get to different places. That, my friends, is Swapshot. You play as a young heroine who gains access to a portal gun and must use said device to navigate through the levels. You do so by zapping crates and then instantly switching places with said crate. Explore through 35 levels as you run, jump, and teleport by hitting boxes to solve all sorts of crazy puzzles, making sure to avoid obstacles and reach the exit. This game goes all out with the retro style in both its visuals and its music, and a fun little game that is sure to be a nice and challenging experience. I really like how they change up the average platformer by using this teleportation mechanic, making it so you really have to be strategic on where you zap and which boxes you press. Based on the trailer, it seemed like a lot of ways to get from point A to point B. It does also seem short, but hey, there's something charming about a quick platformer you can play on the go. I like it, and I'm glad I found it by browsing the eShop. Teleport to your Switch to play Swapshot. And finally, our last game, heading into the deep sea with Dave the Diver. I heard a lot of great things about this game, and I am so happy it is already coming to Nintendo Switch. You play as Dave, who runs a sushi restaurant, and you must explore the seas and gather the ingredients by day while running the eating establishment at night. Exploring the seas is filled with roguelike elements where you use your harpoon to find fish to cook, to upgrade your equipment, and to explore the beautiful and mysterious pixelated sea. The game also features fun characters, witty dialogue, and an overall lighthearted tone that is sure to put a sea smile on your face. The game looks absolutely pretty with its pixel art, and seems like a fun loop to get addicted to the gameplay. I hear so many people say great things about this indie game and how they played it on Steam, and I cannot wait to try it for myself finally on the Nintendo Switch. Get ready to dive into Dave the Diver on October 26th. And there you have it, 10 games coming out to Nintendo Switch. What games are you looking forward to this month? Are there any games that I didn't mention? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button and stay tuned for more videos.